Hey everyone, and welcome to our Team Fit Force Happy Hour. My name is Lauren Majewski, and I am here tonight because I want to share some, great information with you guys about being a coach and how amazing it is. I'm going to go ahead and apologize right now. I was going to get all dolled up for you guys, but you know what? I'm a mom, real life. Things happen, and I just didn't get around to it, so the hair's not done. But I can't promise you that my kids aren't going to climb up in my lap because I got one right here right now. But I'm flying solo right now. My husband's away traveling, but we just wanted to come to you guys tonight because we have some great inspiration. Our team is doing some pretty our team is doing some pretty amazing things right now, and we want to invite everyone to be a part of this amazing opportunity. And so tonight we have we have a great guest speaker. Her name is Emily Bowie. She is one of Team Fit Force's amazing coaches, and she has an amazing transformation story, not just with herself, but also with her body physically, but with herself financially, and just with her life all around. Emily is constantly inspiring me. She's going to share more about herself, but she lives in San Diego, California, correct? I believe so. I think you guys are looking at Emily and not me. Now you're looking at me. She's from San Diego, California, and she has recently left her full-time six-figure paying job to become a full-time Beachbody coach. And to me, that is just something that is so incredible, and what we all work to do. We all work to provide financial freedom for ourselves and for our families, and Emily is doing that. And so tonight she's going to share that with you, and I think that's pretty much you guys all need to hear from me now that you can see my horrible mess of a self, but it's real life. This is what coaching's all about. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Emily so she can share with you guys. Go ahead, Em. Unmute yourself.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Perfect. So I just wanted to share with you guys today a little about my journey of becoming a coach. I don't know if that was ever my intention when I first started, but it definitely became my life story. So when I was approached to join a challenge group, I had just recently been married and moved to San Diego. And I just decided it was a time to make some changes in my life. And I just wanted to be happier, healthier, and just live like the life that I knew I was meant to live. And so I had joined the gym, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this. Just like everybody else, I started January 2nd, and then I fell off. And it wasn't until my coach approached me about joining a 7-day Shakeology challenge that I really was able to commit. So I did the 7-day Shakeology challenge, and being as though I had already done Insanity, I was a little skeptical that Shakeology would make a huge difference, and then I had it, and it was delicious and amazing. And I knew that it was just it made sense to me to be able to promote a product like that because I believed in it. And it definitely helped me see the transformation that I was looking for. So in that 7-day Shakeology challenge, that's when it changed. I got hooked. I loved Shakeology. I loved the community that the challenge brought to me and the support that my coach gave me. And it was just something that, it's that perfect timing. It's God's sign that, this is something that I needed to do. So I asked a little for more information about coaching, and so she provided me all the stats, and because I'm military, I was able to sign up for free and not have to pay the monthly fee and also get a discount on something that I love. So I was like, what do I have to lose? And that's exactly what it was. I got started, and I got started quick and fast. I hit Success Club my first 3 months and became a Success Club starter. And when you hit Success Club, that means at a minimum you helped 3 people that month. And I think that's important to take away because that was the whole purpose of me starting, was so that I could help people. And it didn't really hurt that I was paying for my Shakeology. And it was nice that I could have this outlet to do something outside of what I was doing in the rat race I was living in, being in public accounting. So I did coaching for about a year, and it was great. Most of my income I earned off of selling the product. It was not that I intentionally sold the product, but I was running these free challenge groups and doing my best to help everyone, that it allowed me to give people this opportunity that helped me and in turn would help them. So that's what I did for about a year. And then I got an email. And so with Success Club and hitting Success Starters, I was able to get a free ticket to Summit. So I was super excited because this July is when Summit is, and I'm really excited to go because I'll be able to rekindle all of the relationships I made in Cancun, which leads me into why it's so important to hit Success Club. Because I hit Success Club consistently, I was able to earn a trip to Cancun for free. It was awesome. I was extremely apprehensive about going on a trip, not really knowing anyone, because I, at this point, hadn't really grown my team because this was more of an outlet for me. I saw the potential of the business. I just didn't, it wasn't my time quite yet. And so when I went to Cancun, I met Lauren for the first time in person, and she was pretty much the only person I knew. And lovingly, she took me under her wing and introduced me to a bunch of other amazing coaches that have since kind of changed my life. You know, I've always looked up to Lauren and Brandy, which is another coach that is in Lauren's upline, and just the success stories that they've had. And it really kind of planted the seed in my mind that maybe I could make this a full-time thing. When I went to Cancun and just experiencing the fun and the opportunities that Beachbody gives you for just doing something that you love, it was amazing to me. I had never felt anything like I did. And it was crazy that, you know, there was a direct correlation between how much work I put in and what I got out of it. So when we were in Cancun, we went to a few workshops, and we also got to lay by the pool and went to a bunch of amazing parties and really develop these strong relationships with other coaches that, you know, are like-minded. They want to do the same thing I want to do, and that's help people. And so there's really something to be said when you're with people that are just like you, and it brings you a sense of joy and happiness that I can't even describe. So as we were closing out the trip, you know, I just felt like, okay, this is amazing. This is a great opportunity. I have it at my fingertips. What am I doing? Why am I struggling to get up every morning and go to my job that was across the country, that required me to travel all the time? And when I have this hobby that I love, that I've been making income from, that I can see the potential of it, you know, replacing my income, why am I doing this? And so I made the huge, huge leap to decide to put my 2 weeks in. And to be honest with you, my biggest concern was my husband, because, you know, he's my bread and butter. Like, he is my support system, and he really needed to be on board. And much to my surprise, as we're driving back from the airport, coming back from Cancun, he was like, look, you were in your element. You just meshed with these people. Beachbody is your jam. You need to be doing this full time. You need to put your 2 weeks in. And I was just like, what? Okay. So now I was on board, he was on board. Now I just had to pull the trigger. So once I did, I literally had every sign that this was the right decision. And even to this day, just waking up excited to get online and build relationships and talk to people and help as many people as I can, I just further solidifies that I made the right decision. And there's something to be said to following your passion. And, you know, surprisingly enough, I got a lot of support when I put my 2 weeks in, because people said my face lights up when I talk about it. When I talk about the one challenger that lost 20 pounds because of my challenge groups, and, you know, just working on a 21-day fix challenge pack, you know, and all of these things just amounted to really make everyone else as much of a believer in the product as I was. And, you know, that's really where my momentum came, because I was able to just freely talk about it, build my business, and I have such a thriving team above me that, you know, I really had everything that I needed to do this. So I am now 3 days into my full-time Beachbody coaching career, and I already signed 4 coaches. So, you know, you can do it too. I mean, you'll hear stories of people that right out of the gates that made it work for them and they became 5-star diamonds in the first year. Or you'll hear stories of people like me who benefited from the commissions and were, you know, loving the product and loving the opportunity, just really needed to be comfortable and the time had to be right. And then it was, and now I'm thriving. So all of these things like amounted to my passion and being able to follow that. So if you are interested in becoming a coach, there's a few things you need to know. And the first thing is, if you want to sign up, make sure you talk to the coach that invited you to this call. They will be able to provide the support, any additional details that you don't get from this call. And they are going to be your sense of community. FitForce is going to be your community. These are the people that are going to help you grow and help you attain all the goals that you have set for yourself. So let's talk a little about money. So it's $16 a month or $40 to sign up. However, you get your sign-up fee waived if you decide to buy a challenge pack, which I highly suggest. That's what made me a believer, was becoming a product of the product. It ultimately made it easy for me to talk about because I knew what I was talking about. I knew it changed my life. I knew it could change your life, and it could change the Joe Schmo on the streets. Like, I just know about it, and I love it. And the only way to do it is to do it yourself. So signing up and getting started right with a challenge pack is key. And then ways to earn money is that you get 25% commission on any retail product that you sell and 40% on club. So those challenge packs that you need to sell to hit Success Club, you'll get a 25% commission, and you have the potential to get residual income on the auto shipment of Shakeology. So for each customer that signs up for Shakeology, they'll be put on auto shipment, and you could potentially be getting the dividends, reaping dividends of the choice they made to get started with a challenge pack. The other way is that you can earn money through team cycle bonuses. The way I like to look at the company and the way it made the most sense to me was that you're essentially an independent contractor of Beachbody, and you start your own team, and based on the success of your team and all of the team members within it is how you earn your team cycle bonuses. There's a little bit more detail behind that, but all of that information is available through the policies, the coach policies and procedures, as well as the compensation plan. So that will give you a little bit better idea of how that all works. So if you've been on the fence and you just needed that little push, or you just need some more information, we have a Boss Babe partnership going on right now that gives you a little bit more information on how to build your business using social media, as well as what all it entails to become a coach. reach out to the coach that invited you to this call so that they can get you set up in that group. And I really hope to see you guys there. This has just really changed my life, and I really would love to have every single one of you guys with me on this journey. So please, please reach out to your coach that invited you. I'm going to turn it back over to Lauren.
Let me unmute myself here. Okay. Can you guys see me? There we go. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. You know, I love to hear your story. I just think that it is so amazing. And I remember, you know, you telling me in Cancun, like, hey, I think I might leave my job. And you were so nervous to do it. And I'm so glad that your husband supported you and that you're able to now put the time into this that it takes. And that is something that, you know, I wanted to kind of just quickly, briefly recap for you guys is that, you know, when you first start out in this business, you don't need to have a ton of time. That's one of the things that I hear a lot of people say, well, I don't really think I have very much time. But if you make the time to be working on yourself and you are being someone who is a product of the product, you're loving what you're doing, just like Emily was. You know, it took her actually doing an entire challenge pack and using the products and getting those results to realize, like, hey, this works and I love it, and people were noticing the difference. That's part of the time that you're going to be spending on the business. And then really above and beyond that, you only need an extra, you know, we say about an hour a day. And, you know, for me, when I first started, I put in probably 2 to 3 hours a day, but that's because I had that time to do it. And I had set goals for myself when I first started. And those goals were to become an Emerald coach within the first 30 days and to sell, you know, challenge packs. So, sorry, somebody's texting me. It's to sell challenge packs to help people get started right, to be a product of the product, to get those results. And I needed to just help 3 people do that at the beginning of my journey. I needed to help 3 people a month to make that happen and to hit Success Club. So earning Success Club 9 months out of the year, I was able to go on the free trip like Emily was talking about to Cancun. Now, last year we went to a cruise through the Caribbean. And then this year we're working to go on a Caribbean cruise again in 2016. Beachbody has rented out the Oasis of the Seas. The entire ship will be Beachbody. And we're going to just cruise around the Caribbean for a little bit. So, you know, those were some of my goals. I made those my goals, and I put in that little bit of extra time to make sure I was plugging in, to learn everything that I could about the business, and to make sure I was getting results for myself, and to just be building relationships with people and getting to see, you know, and connect with people that I hadn't spoken to in quite a while. And that's part of what's involved, is just building relationships with your friends that you haven't spoken to in a while. You build a network of people. You attract people to you because of what you're doing. And, you know, you can do that through several social media platforms, but you really only just need to pick one and learn how to become good at it to start off. And, you know, I started out with just Facebook. I didn't have a blog. I didn't have a Instagram account. I didn't have a like page. I just had my Facebook page, and I didn't even use Facebook at all. It was pretty much just to take pictures of my kids and to share with people where I lived throughout my, you know, year as it went through, because we moved 3 to 4 times a year, and it was like our way to keep people updated on what we were doing. So really that's all it takes, you guys, is just to give it your all and to put your heart and soul into something that is really for you. It's making you better. It's helping you to achieve your dreams that you set for yourself, and, you know, pushing through. So as a coach, basically the daily activities that are involved are just working out, drinking your shakes, getting results for yourself, building relationships with people, and working with people in challenge groups. We build what are called challenge groups, and you can do them on Facebook. And, you know, that's what Emily was talking about with getting those messages from her challengers. Challengers are just people that you've gotten to know. You've gotten to know their goals. You've helped them get started. And now it's our job as coaches to help facilitate that growth as they're starting their journey, to make sure that they're getting the results that they need. We're teaching them what we learned ourselves as we were going along, and that's it. It's just sharing your journey with other people sharing what works for you. Maybe you found a great magazine that has great recipes. Maybe you found a great clean eating resource. Maybe you found out some new tips and information about exercise and your metabolism, whatever it is. I mean, it could be anything. It can simply be like, hey, I found this awesome sunscreen and I love it. Like, share that with people. You're just sharing your journey with people. If you're already on social media and you have a presence, then you're, halfway there. It's just sharing your life and sharing your journey. So we wanted to thank you guys so much for joining us tonight on this call and learning a little bit about coaching and hearing more amazing stories like Emily's. I know I've blown up Emily in her decision to leave her job, and I'm so proud of you, and I wanted her to share that with everybody tonight. So we thank you for hopping on, and we encourage you, ooh, sorry, there's a fly. We encourage you guys to be a part of our Boss Babe group. There's no obligations to be in that group. It's just kind of more information, more detailed information. You're going to see my face telling you guys everything about coaching through experiences of my own and experiences of other coaches, and we'll give you all the facts and info that you need so that you can make a right decision for you. And if at the end of the 5 days, which is actually up on Friday, if you feel like it's not for you, then it's not for you. But we really hope that it is for you. We hope that you're going to join this family because Fit Force is amazing. We are absolutely 100% what I just said. We are a family. We support each other. We love each other. We celebrate each other, and we help each other through this journey every step of the way. And we're just really excited for all the growth that we're seeing, and we're hoping that you will be our next family member. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for coming. Reach out to the person who invited you to this call. You can expect that they're probably going to reach out to you too just to see what you think. So thanks, Emily, for presenting to us tonight, and thanks everybody else for taking the time out of your evening to be with us. Have a great night. Bye.